Friday, December the 20th. We're maxing out our clean and jerk today, so obligatory, hey, if you want to spend all class warming up to feel real good for those clean and jerks, great. Let's do that. Just make sure you're telling your coach that. In this case, there's a 66.666% chance that that's me. Let me know. Hey, I'm going to be off on the side. I'm going to be out of everybody's way. And that's important because today we need some space. So you would probably be on the platforms if you're going to take all class. Now, why do we need space? We need space because we're going to do some farmer carries today. We're going to do some farmer carries indoors on purpose. One of the reasons I'm saying on purpose is because I did it indoors, and I want everybody to acknowledge at the very least that when we do farmer carries with a turnaround, that is harder, objectively harder than if I were just to give you a straightaway. And yet, today's workout has 600 meters of farmer carry. So even though we're doing it 200 meters at a time, and more to the point, we're doing it 10 meters at a time. We're chipping away at 600 meters, 10 meters at a time. If I were to just say, hey, we're going to do it outside, we're going to do a straightaway, 600 meters of a farmer carry would still feel like a lot of farmer carry, wouldn't it? So today's intent is broadly grip strength. That's the basis of today's workout. Now, every workout also has a secondary and tertiary stimulus. If you want to know what those are obvious too. We got core work to do. So this week has had a lot of grip and core because we're trying to save some of the more heavy hitter movements for Saturday's WOD. So this one is big grip, big core, and one of the thing that could go by the wayside or that would go unmentioned normally is that, believe it or not, even though farmer carry is grip strength, quote unquote, it's a lot of core too. You got to keep yourself upright. So what is the workout? This is a 4-time. We'll refer to it sort of as a chipper. We're going to cap it at 20 minutes for a Friday. And what it is you start on an end line and you just go back and forth as you accumulate 200 meters of a farmer carry. And that could be, I would say choose the loading that's going to help you finish the WOD under the cap. Let's start. That's table stakes today. We don't really want anybody getting capped on a workout like this because it's so easy to manipulate the loading of the farmer carry, the hard part. So we're doing 200 meters, but then when we get done the 200 meters, we're doing 20 V-ups. I'll come back to that in a second. 200 more meters, and then we're doing 30 tuck ups. 200 more meters, and then we're ending the workout on 40 sit-ups. So let's talk about the core stuff first, or the sit-up stuff first. It goes 20, 30, 40, so ascending volume, but descending difficulty. So V-up to tuck up to sit-up is, in theory, a descending level of challenge for a sit-up. V-ups are harder than tuck-ups. Tuck-ups, in fact, are most of the time the first option to modify V-ups. But the point is, if you are someone who already struggles with V-ups, then we can either think of 3 other movements that are in descending order of difficulty for you, or we could just do sit-ups for all 3 of them. That would be fine. That would be still getting the intent of today's workout with maybe a little bit less of the gymnastics that you really want from a V-up. So totally negotiable on how that works. I could even just do, hey, I'm not good at V-ups, but I can do tuck-ups. Then you can do tuck-ups for 20, tuck-ups for 30, and then sit-ups for 40. Again, negotiable. We'll talk about it in class. We'll have individual prescriptions for everyone, but the farmer carry. What's the correct loading? I use the pair of 70s. So 2 people can use a pair of 70s today because nobody's saying it has to be kettlebells. Nobody's saying it has to be dumbbells. Use whatever weight is available to us in class. You should be able to make it 50 meters without putting it down. I tried a couple of different things. I never went more than 60 meters at a time holding the kettlebells. Was my rest time, but the recovery time, the rest time you give yourself between sets is a big, it can't be a long period of time. In my second set of 200 meters, I tried something different. I tried putting them down every 10 meters, literally walking them to the end line, turning around, picking them back up, and going, and never resting, never having any actual rest other than put them down, turn around, thinking, hey, that little brief moment of putting them down, opening my hands and shaking them out was gonna help. I don't know that it did. I wish I had taken my splits to know like what was the better way to do it. Because in another round I did 60 meters, 40 meters, 40 meters, 60 meters, and that was my, in between those numbers were my rest periods. So I don't know what's the right way to go on farmer carry. Certainly grip strength is different for everyone. Like we could have some super talented CrossFitters who have really weak grip strength, and we could have some people who are brand new to CrossFit, can't do pull-ups or don't have the coordination down or the weightlifting technique down, but who have really solid grip strength. Grip strength is, while a great predictor of lifespan, is not sort of related much to predictor of how good you are at CrossFit movements. Sometimes it's unrelated. And for that reason, it's a really fun thing to sort of test ourselves with on a Friday. So, all right, my time was 13 something. I forget exactly what. I'm sure I wrote it down. But it could be a challenge depending on how heavy you make those dumbbells or kettlebells. That is where we spend most of our time today. Big time farmer carry day. All right, guys, enjoy.